Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Zairulshahfudin Zainal Abidin, the CEO of Islamic Relief Malaysia. I have been given the responsibility to lead and manage this organization since end of 2010, and this is my 8th year in leading and managing this organization. Islamic Relief, we are currently the biggest Islamic-based humanitarian NGO in the world. We were founded in Birmingham in UK in 1984. So currently, to date, it is our 34th year serving humanity, and we have been helping more than 47 countries in most of the continents of the world, inshallah. And we serve people regardless of race, color, religion, and political affiliation. We basically, Islamic Relief is founded by a group of postgraduate students at that time studying in the UK, and these people were very concerned about the situation of the Ummah. So currently, after about 34 years, we have served more than 110 million people worldwide. Basically, when you talk about a humanitarian NGO, and what more an international NGO, we are talking about helping the needy or actually helping the poor in terms of getting them out of their poverty cycle. It's about poverty alleviation, it's about empowerment, and so on and so forth. While Islamic Relief was mooted and started in 1984, but Islamic Relief Malaysia was among the later branches which was formed in 2005. We started off as a fundraising office, purely as a fundraising office, but later, within 1 or 2 years of operation, we expanded our role in Malaysia to also help the needy or the beneficiaries in Malaysia itself. So we are considered now to be a hybrid office, where our main role is to fundraise for projects in Malaysia as well as abroad in countries where Islamic Relief is operating, as well as implementing projects in Malaysia for the poor in Malaysia, from Perlis to Johor and Sabah and Sarawak. So we maintain with that two roles. Now, at the same time, when we talk about creating a caring world, this is what is in line as far as the vision of Islamic Relief is concerned. It's about creating a caring world where communities are being empowered, social obligations being fulfilled, and people respond as one to the suffering of others, which means that we will try our best to collaborate, smart partnership, to strategize, so that the impact of helping the poor or the needy will be in its most effective manner and with the highest impact. That's number one. Number two is, at times, we would actually be playing the role of the project manager and an implementer, because there are funders who would actually be providing us with funds, and we will be using this fund to actually design, implement, monitor, and complete the project for the poor, whether it is in Malaysia or actually abroad. And of course, the third instance is we would actually be playing this role of facilitating or becoming the bridge. We will be actually be bridging, let's say, between a funder, between volunteers, between authorities, either government authorities or the private sector. So at times, Islamic Relief is actually playing this role, bridging between the different stakeholders in the world or within the community, and to help to actually fulfill the social obligations. Because we do understand that different stakeholders, they have got different roles to play, and they are very busy, or they might be very focused on what they are doing. And of course, as far as we are concerned, this is where we would come in and actually advise them, or advocate to them, or actually tell them about what is happening between the people that is in need. And it will actually, in a way, educate them, but at the same time, facilitate them, so that the social obligations that they wanted to give or to implement will be fulfilled. Islamic Relief, we are an international humanitarian NGO. We are not a da'wah organization in that sense. We are not a missionary organization. we are humanitarian NGO. So that is how we classify ourselves with the United Nations, and Alhamdulillah we secured our United Nations special consultative status since 1993. That simply means that as a humanitarian NGO, we have actually got our voice, yeah, of lobbying or advocating or actually relating the message that we would like to actually share or tell since 1993. What does that mean? That simply means what we are doing exactly is to show the practical side or the action of Islam as rahmatan lil alamin. For instance, we are operating in Haiti. We were actually among the NGO who had been staying for a few years in Haiti when Haiti was hit by a big earthquake back in 2008 and 2009, where more than 40,000 of their houses or their buildings were actually destroyed. So Islamic Relief was there to not only help during the emergency phase, but beyond the emergency phase is to actually help to empower them. As an example, we provided some technical classes, sewing classes, so that the beneficiaries over there can equip themselves with sewing skills, and that would become their income generation activities. That's number one. Number two is we did also help them in terms of shelter, repairing of the buildings, repairing of schools, and so on and so forth. Now you have to remember that in this particular instance, Haiti have got a very minimal amount of Muslim population there. With that then, I would also like to take this opportunity to share with you all out there that one of the important values that Islamic Relief uphold to is on sincerity, sincerity, which is ikhlas. So if you are actually sincere on what you are doing, you would not have any kind of strings attached. Innamal a'malu binniyat. All of your amal, all of your action will start with your intention. So as far as your intention is concerned, is to help the poor, regardless of their color, their race, their religion, and so on. So we hope that by giving things sincerely and having the big picture in mind of empowering the community and praying one day that they would actually be successful in their life, would hopefully give a good example of the practical Islam to this kind of people. Of course, we do understand that as a big organization who have been around for the last 3 decades or so, one of the challenges that we are facing currently is about Islamophobia, because this is a global challenge, which it seems that not only the Islamic-based Islamic-based organization is facing, as well as our other friends, which are the Christian-based, Buddhist-based, and so on, is also facing such a thing. But to us, the approach that we're taking is we are taking this as a positive challenge, where it would actually give us that opportunity to tell to people, whether they're in the USA, whether they're in Europe, whether they're in Belgium, whether in Africa, or Pakistan, or Bangladesh, or China, or Malaysia, or wherever they are, that this is the kind of rahmatan lil alamin, the mercy towards mankind, which we are trying to show through our actions and through the assistance that we are giving. And it doesn't stop there, because in many countries, Islamic Relief have been actually operating and helping for more than 10 years, which means that inshallah we are there to stay and helping, mobilizing our resources to help the beneficiaries regardless of whether they are Muslim or non-Muslims. And of course, I would like to take this opportunity to also share here that Islamic Relief is an equal opportunity employer, where we also hire other than our Muslim brothers and sisters to actually work for us. And this is happening in Islamic Relief offices in Belgium, in the UK, in USA, also inshallah in Malaysia. So we hope and we pray that these are the small kind of contributions or effort that we are giving to show the brighter side of Islam, which has been taught to us by Rasulullah SAW, and the Sahabah radhiyallahu ajma'in. In line with Islamic Relief's vision of creating a caring world, I would like to urge those of you who are watching this sharing here to encourage you to be concerned about others, to have this sifat of ithar, which means that you will give priority to others before your own self. Because number one, these are part of the teaching of Islam which have been taught to us by Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and all of the prophets before him, which they are bringing the mercy to mankind, and most of the time they sacrifice their own self for the benefits of others. Number one. Number two is, I would definitely encourage all of you to be involved and to be concerned with others, because being concerned with others is part of the teaching of Islam, because it's part of Amar Ma'ruf Nahi Munkar. At the same time, reminding each other, because it's ad-dinu nasiha. The religion or Islam is about nasiha, or it is about giving advice. So either you're going to be doing it, by your own self, or through an NGO. Those would be just methods, but you have to make sure that number one, your intention is clear. Number two is your NGO would have a right direction of why it's being existed and where it is going. And of course, number three is you have to make sure that whatever things you do is transparent and accountable. Because towards the end now, in this current challenges that we are facing, there's so many people out there who is unfortunately taking advantage to actually abuse whatever trust that has been given to them by funders. So whenever you receive some kind of a money or in-kind donation, whatever, please make sure that the methods used is in the most transparent and an accountable manner, because at the end of the day, the purpose of setting up an NGO or whatever platform that you plan to set up, is you are number one accountable to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Number two is you are actually accountable to your beneficiary, or to the people whom you are helping. And of course, number three, you are actually accountable to the society at large and to the donors or the funders who have actually given you the trust to implement or to deliver or to share whatever things that they have given to you. So I hope for the best, inshallah. If there's anything that Islamic Relief can be of help, inshallah, we are ready to share and to guide, because this knowledge and this experience is all from Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, and our role here is to facilitate and to help others to do good things as well, inshallah.